Okay, welcome to the Basic Computer Repair and Networking, Unit number 5, Introduction to Networking, presentation lecture. Please make sure that you have your note guide with you so that you can take notes as we go through this presentation lecture and the Unit 5 material. Please also note that this is Part 1. There will also be a Part 2 which will conclude the Unit 5 presentation lecture. So there will be 2 presentation lectures which will be covered on your note guide. All right, so networks. First of all, what exactly are they? Well, we might know what a network is, but do we know what a computer network is? A computer network consists of 2 or more computers connected together for the purpose of sharing data and resources. Network computers will share data. They may even share hardware. They may even share programs. They provide a means of email communications, electronic mail, as well as provide video conferencing, which we are all familiar with after last year and the COVID-19 and virtual learning aspect that we had to deal with at the end of last year, spring, and into the early part of the summer. Network administrative models. There was going to be 2 that we are going to look at extensively. There's a client-server network and a peer-to-peer. We'll take a look at the different aspects of these 2 different types of networks, what they consist of, and how they operate. Now, the client-server network, let's take a look at that one first. This is a model in which the network is made up of computers that are either clients or servers. So how do we designate between the 2? A server is a powerful computer used to manage network resources and provide services such as security and file sharing. And the client is an individual PC or workstation that accesses a server's resources and shared files and then allows the user to interact with them as well. Now, in order for a client-server network to work, a device connected to the network is referred to as a node. So if we're going to talk a networking language, now a client now becomes a node. Nodes are connected by a device called a hub. A hub provides a quick and easy method of connecting network equipment together by cables. You may have a hub at home for your personal network at home. Otherwise, maybe you have a switch instead. They are very similar devices that provide similar services. However, there are some differences involved with those. Now, when it comes to a server may contain 2, 4, or more CPUs and 10 times the amount of RAM normally found in a typical PC. Much bigger, more powerful unit. Servers usually have several hard drives and may have a duplicate set for backing up data from the first set of hard drives, and a network may have 1 or more servers, each with having a special function. So you can kind of see now how these networks can become very, very complex with servers and nodes. Clients are computers connected to the client-server network and that access the network resources controlled by the server. Client is also used to define the software program that runs on a computer. This is how the user interacts with the network itself, is through the client machine. Clients are also cross-platform. So without clients, you can't have a network. Without servers, you can't have a network. You need to have both of those to make that computer network. Now, when it comes to a peer-to-peer network, which is different, all the PCs connected together are considered equal. So all the clients are nodes, all the nodes are servers, all the servers are clients. Devices are connected by a hub, or it could be a switch, but normally it might be a hub. Workstations are typically standard PCs. There is no centralized administration, which means there's no centralized server that file sharing is taking place. All of the computers are connected to each other, and they are inexpensive to install and simple to administer if it remains small as well. Now, when it comes to network classifications, whether or not we have a client server or a peer-to-peer, you might have heard some of the acronyms known as LAN, MAN, WAN, and PAN. A LAN is a local area network, or LAN. A metropolitan area network is a MAN, or MAN. And a wide area network is a WAN, or WAN. And a personal area network, or PAN, is PAN. These 4 categories are used to describe the size and complexity of the networking system. So let's define these. A local area network is a small network of computers contained in a relatively small area, such as an office building. Sitting in your classroom, that is, you are accessing a local area network. There is a Wi-Fi hub that all of your Chromebooks are connected to. That's our small local area network. And you can also make an argument that being connected to the school network as a whole is a local area network as well. A metropolitan area network, or a MAN, is a group of two or more interconnected LANs operating under a single management. So it's an expanded. A LAN is smaller, a MAN is a little bit bigger, and then even bigger than a MAN is a WAN. A wide area network is typically a large number of computers spread over a large geographical area and under the control of a centrally located administrator. So for example, if we were looking for our internet services and we are connected to a WAN, our internet services might be provided to us from the city of Chicago. That would be an example of a wide area network. Now, a PAN, or a personal area network, is a short-range network, wired or wireless, that connects devices such as PC, cell phone, tablet, camera, and printer. So if you have a Bluetooth device that is connected to your Chromebook or even your cell phone, and your cell phone is connected to your Chromebook, so on and so forth, you have just created a PAN, a personal area network. Now, within networks, there is also topologies, which are going to guide network administrators on how to construct these networks in order to share resources, as well as reduce and manage cost. The physical arrangement of hardware and cabling in a network system is referred to as its topology. Now, there are three major types of topologies that we are going to discuss, and subsets of these. There's a bus topology, ring, and star. Now, if we take a look at what a bus topology looks like, it's a single conductor connects to all the computers on a network. If you take a look at the diagram, it looks like a bus. It looks like each of these computers are bus seats, and they're set up in a linear type of arrangement. So a break in the line disables communication to all computers. So advantages and disadvantages to each topology, you might be starting to formulate your opinions on them now, but we'll talk about those as well. Now, with a ring topology, obviously it gets its name because it looks like a ring. This consists of a single cable that runs continuously from computer to computer. It is not used for local area networks. So certain types of networks, whether it's a LAN, a WAN, a PAN, or a MAN, could also be determined by the topology that's used to create the network. A star topology is a network in which cables run from each computer to a single point, forming a star. Could be a hub, could be a switch. The center of the star is usually a hub or a switch. Now, a hybrid topology is a mixture of the star, bus, and the ring into one. So a hybrid might be a network consisting of a star, a bus, another star, and even a ring. And if any of these different topologies are used in one particular network, you have now created a hybrid topology. A mesh topology is a network system in which each node connects directly to each other node on the network. This is the most reliable, but it is also the most expensive. A wireless topology, which is what we are taking part in the classroom, is a network that uses no cabling system between computers. Transmission is achieved through an infrared light or radio wave. So your Chromebook is connecting to the hub in the classroom and therefore establishing that network and that wireless topology. Now, a segment is a physical portion of a network or a logical portion of the network. So just taking that network and breaking it up into pieces, it's referred to as segments. A segment is a section of cable between two or more network devices. A bridge, switch, or router can be used to separate network devices into different segments. And segmenting a network is a basic security measure for large features. So if a threat gets in the network and it can't be passed from one segment to the next, that threat can be contained so that the entire network doesn't go down, only a portion of the network does go down. We'll stop there for part 1, so please make sure if you need to go back to any of the slides to revisit them so that you can complete the notes for the first part of the Unit Number 5 presentation lecture, and I will see you in part 2.